Flamingo Books. Shining English Reader, Series 4. Chapter 14. The Lady with the Lamp. You may have visited a hospital or a nursing home with your parents to see your ailing relative or friend. You would have taken a get-well card or a bouquet of flowers with you. In many hospitals, the wards are kept clean. The sheets on the beds are clean and white. The doctors are busy looking after the sick. When the doctors leave, the nurses take over. The nurses give the patients their medicine and watch over them. They make them feel comfortable. Nurses are trained to do their work. Many years ago, most hospitals were dirty places. Nurses were not paid well. Young girls from good families did not become nurses. It all changed with Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale was born into a well-to-do English family. Everything she needed was there for her. Young girls in those days were very often taught at home. Florence was taught by her father. As she grew older, Florence wanted to become a nurse. She always wanted to help people. Soon she went on a holiday to Europe with her family. She was enjoying the sights in Italy, France and Switzerland. Yet, she had a desire to do something good. When she returned to England, she began to help the poor and needy in the nearby village. Florence did not have any real training. She read books on health and medicine. A few years later she went to Germany. There she trained as a nurse in a hospital. Her family did not want her to be a nurse. On her return to London, she was given charge of a hospital where she made new changes. She began to train young nurses. She also brought in new ideas to take care of patients in a better way. War broke out in Europe in 1854. The fighting took place in the Crimea. France and England were together against Russia. There was an outcry in England. More English soldiers were dying in dirty conditions in the hospitals rather than on the battlefield. Florence Nightingale was sent out to the Crimea with 40 nurses. The hospital was in a town called Scutari in Turkey. There were over 2,000 wounded and dying soldiers in the hospital. Large rats ran through the courtyards. There were huge rubbish heaps. There were no basins. There were no towels and linen to make bandages. Many of the doctors were jealous of Florence Nightingale. They refused to help her. She soon started to set things right, together with her band of nurses. She scrubbed and cleaned. They looked after the wounded. They dressed their wounds and comforted the men in pain. Soon Florence had set everything in order. The doctors and soldiers began to respect her. In the darkness of the night she carried a lamp through the wards. She gave advice to her patients. The sick were so grateful that they kissed her shadow as it passed over their pillows. She came to be known as the Lady with the Lamp. At the end of the war she returned to England. She was now famous and loved by one and all. Though she was ill, she continued her work and began a school for nursing.